Hello and welcome to tonight's historic championship. And we are here, of course, for this historic championship at the beautiful circuit. Now we are in the McLaren 1976 version, not the 1982, which was a big car. If you didn't watch in the F1 actual streams that they did a race which was the F1 2000. They did the F1 race in Adelaide. I think it was 97, 96, 86. Very good race it was. But tonight we're here in the McLaren 1976 M23D car. Very nice car indeed it is to race in. And I'm as well Cadwell, and I'm your host tonight for this. And if it was anything like last week, it would be Dan Tan who will be away at the front most of the race. He tried a brilliant race last week at the front, and then closing the win last time out was Bundy, who won it. Was surprised because he said at the start or before that he didn't manage to do it. We did have a few crashes out, like James Hook, Senna had a crash out, he joined in commentary. So if anyone does crash out tonight who wants to join some commentary, do pop in and ask us some questions. Do drop a comment in the comments when you do crash out if you want to commentate as well, and I'll invite you to the party if I have you as a friend on here. I will do. So we're just waiting now for a few little things to go. Here we are. There's just a few rules to be added in. There are. That they're adding into the game, so just give us a couple of minutes. And yeah, I'll invite you now to the party just in case, Senna, because knowing you, not knowing you, but knowing people in this race, we may see some crashes tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, it's round 2, very good round 1. The qualifying was a bit nip and tuck, really. We couldn't really decide. They weren't really, I don't think anyone in the top 10 was decided who was the best and who was the worst, and there wasn't really any thing. There wasn't really I think there was only 4 cars who were quick. Everyone else was still pretty quick at the end of the day. And yeah, it was very good to see how qualifying went on last time out. And today, Per Oliver says, good luck lads. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting race tonight to see how this goes for the classic historic championship, we're going to call it tonight. Let me give the idea of where we're going, because I completely forgot. And we know where we are this week. We're in Spain, of course. A very nice circuit Spain is. But here we are. So let me I want to kind of find where they're going, the calendar for the classic cars. So here we are then. We're at Spain tonight with the 76s. We're in the Lotus 1978 Lotus 79 at France next week, and then the week after we're in Italy with the 1979 Ferrari 312 T4, and then it's all into the 80s cars. It is indeed, and then we go into the 2000 cars. Then we head back and do one of the 70s again, and then we head to the final round is in Australia soon, rather than later. It is here. So as we are waiting now for a few people to set up and get ready to get into the session, maybe a few we're missing tonight, but they hopefully here they do, and it really doesn't surprise how it's going to be. But let's see then what these cars can do tonight, because you normally expect a good lap around here. And if you guys are not aware, this is of course the historic championship, as always. The 1976 cars tonight. We'll just give it a couple of minutes. So we think we're going to start at about 40 tonight. So at about 7:40 we'll get the qualifying and all racing and all that going. But Romsey's in. There's a few other drivers who I've not heard before. James TLH, that could be the James Killer guy, but I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. There is all our usual names you can see at Topics, Shadow Britain, Bundy, Dantan, Lee, Electro Dan, X Gamer, Senna Martins or Sensei Martins, Jimbo Manzi, Hole Punch, Hall Punch, Sonic Hawk, or Adam if you want to call him that, which is Punch by the way, Sonic Hawk, Broomy and DCG. So a lot of drivers here tonight, 17 drivers here. Good luck I would say to all of them tonight if you are here. I don't think Pro Oliver's here. Did I say Pro Oliver? If I did say Pro Oliver, so I do mean it. And as well we have VRT Lyronix as well, who is here tonight giving us some good racing. So yeah, if I can find the standings, I would say them, but I just couldn't find them a second ago. So we have to pop in now. Do we have the? Oh, we do have the standings. Okay. No, we don't. We don't have any standings, ladies and gentlemen. I can't find the standings. I don't think we have any standings. It says the driver standings here, but no standings. Information about the car? Well, instead let's do track information instead, because it is a brilliant circuit. This is Barcelona de Catalunya. It is a brilliant circuit tonight. It is, of course, it is Senna puts the... Oh, thank you, Senna, for putting in standings. So it's Bundy on 25 points, Broomy on 18, Leon 15, then DCG on 12, then it's 10, Energy Dan, Luke 4, Punch 6, Dantan 2 and Topics, Dantan 4, sorry, and Topics 2. Then it was everyone else. That's Need for Speed, Senna, Jimbo Manzi, Festa, Mad G, James, Ryan Van Doom, Electro Dan, James Hook, Sonic, and Shadow Britain, who all have DNF'd or did not start near their name, meaning they did not start or did not finish. So we're just waiting now for a couple of drivers to come in. We've got Pro Oliver here tonight. He wants to race, so there we go. Got it. We have there. As we are now waiting just a minute for this. But the lap record apparently around this circuit still stands from 2018, a 1:18.441 around here apparently on Wiki if you want to know that. But it's a very nice turns around here at the Catalunya circuit. Not a 16 turn circuit. The Barcelona Catalunya circuit is of course very good circuit. It's 2.875 miles long, or if you want to be in kilometres, it's 4.627 kilometres long. Tonight is everybody has the same car, so no arguments okay about this. But the championship is looking good though for Bundy though. Can he do it tonight, or will Dantan not spin with a couple of laps to go or make a mistake and actually capitalise on this tonight? If he does, it'll be very good to see. And 18 of you beautiful guys here at Speedforce Racing are here tonight, and it's Barcelona, of course, an absolute magnificent circuit. Barcelona is tonight. As you can see there, it is on the screen. It is 16 turns, 2.892 miles, 4.655 it's on this game. Daniel Ricciardo, it says here, still has lap record, of course, as a 1:18.441. So as we say, very nice indeed it is. As we're waiting for a few more drivers to ready up, so I think we are ready to go here. We may even get one other driver, because we've just had a driver pop in, which of course is Pro Oliver, so that makes it up. Oh no, it's not. It's Energy Dan. Energy Dan 2. So Energy Dan's here now. It is 2. Here it is then. There it is, different friend, as you say there, but yeah, it's looking good though tonight to be some good racing. What is everyone saying here? Cheers, bud. So we're all ready to go then, are we, for this one? We have started a bit early, but here we go, 20 seconds now on the counter clock, so I've done everything we need to do. The championship standings, the points, everything's here. 19 drivers are here and ready to go for this. The Barcelona Catalunya Grand Prix round number 2 of this championship series should be absolutely fun tonight, as we're all now sinking into the session, everyone with their wheels or their controllers, whatever they use tonight with these cars. And again, it will be pretty much similar to what we had with the Ferrari last time out. You don't have to put too much pressure on because they might wobble a bit, and we don't want to see what we might see with a battle into the corner where we have a Kimi Raikkonen, a Verstappen, not Verstappen, what am I saying? A Rosberg and Hamilton crash where we had that. But here we go then, as we pop on now all of our telemetries. You can even have the speedometer on tonight, because of course these cars do not need them on. As we're green now, we are on the raceway. As we're waiting now for the cars to head out onto circuit. Who will be first out? Normally it's Shadow Britton who's out first. Will it be Shadow tonight, or will it be a different driver tonight who could be out here? As it is Shadow Britton. Wow, that's the first car I was thinking of. But he now heads out on circuit in the beautiful car. Look, here it is, and it's a very, very nice car, this one. It is here as there it is, look, very nice indeed as he heads out there and twitching around the circuit now he is, to try and get some temperature into his tyres. And get on here, still doing a good old 100 miles an hour though, so he's showing us what he can do capable wise around here. Mad G is here tonight saying have fun. Yes, hello Mad G, hopefully you are doing well as well tonight. A little bit of a wobble there for Shadow Britton, sorry, a little bit of a wobble. Wasn't what we expected. James Hunt championship winning car. Yes indeed it is James Hunt's championship winning car. It is indeed, as we're now looking at Brumi out on circuit in the beautiful orange helmet, and my favourite colour is orange, so I always love orange helmets, but it still looks really nice helmet design. As Senna there is out as well. But the ones to look out for tonight are what? Dantan and Bundy can do. So Dantan and Bundy, Mike Bundy, are your two I would say to look out for tonight. They are, because of course they are the ones to look out for. But we're looking now at Shadow Britton, who is the first car on circuit, who's about to complete his first lap here. He is of the circuit. Just gets the feel you do on your out lap of how good the circuit is and how quick it is, and just how good the circuit is. And yes, James Hunt won the championship in this car. I love this car because of it, and just love it anyway. As here he comes in out the last corner, and the green flag is still waving at the line. Here it is, but he gets across the line now and starts his lap off. And now every other car who's on circuit, there is 17 on circuit, are all now going to come up, fly across the line. Here he is, but here he goes. Then does Shadow Britton to show us what he can do here. What you need pretty much on the first lap is a slow lap. I think you do. Then you get quicker. Somebody about to come back onto circuit there is at the top of the hill here. Who is that? I don't know. That's why I'm not looking, because I don't know who it is. It was Senna. Oh my, Senna went off and did not do well there. But he comes across the line now and starts his flying lap. But back to Shadow Britton, he'll be the first one to take a lap. Here he will. I just saw a car in the background again go off of that corner. It could have been Senna again, but I doubt it though, as there goes Rimusi there. There it is, as Shadow Britton now looking on board of him very nicely down there. 120, 118 there miles an hour he was going down that straight. Very nice indeed in these cars. Just for you to get used to them. And you can see you've got the gear stick here in the cars. We have to pull the levers, and it's very nice to pull levers because I love doing that in these kind of cars. He still has the fastest sector though, so the two cars behind him must be on out laps or must be just slower, as it's Pro Oliver in the pit lane. Same with Jimbo Manzi, he's in the pit lane. So everyone else is out on circuit, they are here. Here he comes into the line. What's it going to be here? We'll make a mark on this here as the green flag now just been put away. It has there a 1:42.2 there for your leader on the road. I don't know if second will actually cross it, and Topics makes a mistake in the last couple of corners, and I think Topics is out of this Grand Prix qualifying session. But no, is he though? As I saw, Senna is off again. Senna is, Didn't hit the wall though, nearly did, but didn't. And X Gamer crosses the line now and does a 1:43. There he does. But look at that Damtan, a 1:38.8. He's showing his pace tonight around here of the stature he is. But GP4 battle, we don't really need to know. But there's no real GP4 battle, I don't think. And oh, a little twitch there from one of the cars in front of done there. But where is some of the cars who are about to finish their laps off here? Whole punch to the line. A 1:34.1. Bundy a 1:40.0, but Bundy now can do another lap because these tyres you can last about 2 or 3 laps on, and it's sunny all the way through the race. Then it looks like, because Senna's told us in the chat, so thank you very much for that. But it is absolutely brilliant to see these historic cars around this beautiful circuit tonight. If you're wondering a little bit last week why I was a little bit not my, well, I won't class as myself, oh, with a little twitch there from Mike Bundy. That is not what you want to see there. It's not as it's Rami is, well, Massey there was in the wall. He now gets back going, but I don't think he's going to be going for that much longer, really. I don't, with what he had there. Well, who have we got then who's just about to finish a lap here? James is, I think, and I think maybe Electro Dan maybe about to finish a lap here. No, he's not going to finish a lap then. Bundy has stolen your helmet. I don't know what you mean, Senna. Let me have a look. Bundy's helmet's that. Senna. You're in the pit lane, so I can't tell. But if you want to look on board Bundy, there he is. There's his helmet, and you can see it there very nicely indeed. His design is there. As Topics leaves the session, oh no, that means Topics got some problems with internet connection, probably, or just doesn't want to be here anymore. I don't know what the deal is there. But yeah, as they all now come into the pit lane, they've all done a lap here. They're deciding we've had enough, we've done a lap. There is a car going to cross the line. There is, I think that's James about to cross the line. And does a 41.5. Very nice lap there from James. That may be James Killer actually. James, no, it's not James Hook then. I don't know who it is that there, but very nice lap indeed as he hitting corner one now. Who else have we got on circuit? He's about to do a lap here. Pro Oliver's on a lap, so we'll keep an eye on this lap here. It doesn't look that bad from Pro Oliver here, really. It doesn't, so that should be good indeed. It is. It's Martin James. They probably are, but at least you get them done early on in the season and not near the end of the season, where sometimes it is you want to actually get points and properly win the championship. So as I say, it is good to get these cars done early on in the season. As Senna now out. Oh, he has as well, Senna. He stole your helmet. You are correct there, mate. You has done something with your helmet. I wouldn't say Bundy did it for any purpose. I'm just saying it looks pretty much similar to your helmet then. Well, similar. I wouldn't say he's stolen it, but it looks similar to your helmet, of course, there. There's Energy down on a lap as well here. Electro down on a lap as well here he is. As you can see, there are yellow flags out around the circuit. But what a race it should be tonight for the generation of laps here. The 50% race we've got. It'll be hard for everyone to complete it, but we will hopefully get a few drivers complete it. Hopefully, we will. We don't really need to talk to the top 3, but we can do if they want to talk. That is, don't have to talk to the top 3, of course, but it'd be nice to. As Electro down there, 124 miles an hour as he went through that little section there, but it is good to know what they've got to do. There he does, Electro down at 120, 141, 3. So he puts himself really good there in the lap time there. It does as he flies around now. Maybe on another lap here, I don't know. Oh, Brumy's out. Brumy is out the session. Oh no. Brumy has decided he's had enough or retired the car somewhere on the circuit. Oh, he smacked into the wall there on the start line. He hasn't lost the wheel. Oh my, that is not good for Brumy as it's Ryan Van Duma 1:45.6 there for him. Sonic Hawk now we're looking on board with. Makes a tiny little mistake, but he can capitalise and keep going though, and hopefully get a good lap in though here. As he heads out of the last corner now, to the line he comes. A 1:42.8 puts himself 11th. Energy Down is the last one we're waiting to come across the line then, and then everyone who's still out here is going to get a lap. Oh, nice one there. In 8th now, 1:42.1. So it looks like to me DCG your quickest, or Jimbo, yeah, DCG your quickest in GP4. There it is. Everyone out slotting up for GP3, GP2. Lee says he really doesn't like how these cars are going. I can quite believe that. I don't like these cars either. I've raced in one of them races before and they're very twitchy, they're very wobbly, so I'm going to say this now. I'll give credit to any driver who actually raced in the cars back in the day, back in the 80s, and sorry, back in the 70s I think it was. I just pray to them because I couldn't do it now. As he comes across now, a 1:42, 0.01 slower there he does. Unbelievable lap time there it is. Yeah, these apparently everyone's saying they're worse than last week. I just don't get it, really. But well, we've just got to deal with it. You've got to deal with it when they deal with it here. As Lee is actually doing quite well on this lap this time, so that's good. Yeah, it is really hard, as you say. It looks hard, and it is hard. I'll be honest with you. I did honestly race on one of these a couple of weeks ago. I did a championship with. I did just a race online, which I accidentally went in, and it was some of these cars absolutely hard. I couldn't do it. So twitchy. So fair enough. Then. It's not really fun. Well, at least you've got only a 50% race to do. So it's just not 100% race like some people do. They usually do in these cars. But of course, as we say, it will get easier. It will get easier throughout the championship because you've got the 2000 cars then. Yep, Maggie, I wish you could join as well, but you sadly didn't, which is fine by me, but it's up to you there. Whole punch on a lap, sorry, Adam on a lap here. Don't know how quick he's going to be on this one. What about James? Is he improving? He has 2 tenths up on his quickest sector time there. Very nice indeed there as he heads around now. He does. There's only about 4 cars on circuit here. As if you want another lap, you probably need to come out in the next 5 or 10. You need to come out before 1:44, 1:50 to go. You do to get a lap in. which will be pushing tuck though, but you need to, as Erie James is doing a very good job of this lap. Here he is, whoever this James guy is, doing a very good job here he is of getting around this circuit. Down the next straight he goes, pretty much the back DRS straight in real life F1. Here it is. Bracington's corner here. It is, and if you didn't know, the car that has been going for ages, the Williams you're going to do in a couple of years, the Williams, I think it is, or McLaren 1982 or something, that is a brilliant car. Yeah, I know. Oh, okay, yeah, I know. I thought he was a GP2 driver. I just couldn't remember. He was quicker though on that time. He did not want to do it though. He would have crossed the line now and set a 144, 141. So he would have got quicker, but I just don't know. I think he would have actually wanted that. As Bundy's second here, so this could be good for him. Anyone on a lap actually. Hole punch. Oh, punches on a lap, but he makes a mistake. And I think that's it for him for the qualifier. I think he's going to retire the car now, maybe. There he is, there's loads of cars now on laps. X-Gamer is on a lap now, about to finish his lap. He is, as here he comes out of the last corner. This looks quick, it's a second up apparently. Here he comes then to the line. A 141, puts himself 8th. Brilliant lap there from him, really good there. 82 is sure, I'm sure, was Rosberg title winning. Yeah, I think he did just win one race this season. But yeah, if you are just joining us, guys, this is the classic series we do every Friday. The historic series, sorry, we do every Friday. If you don't know, there's a massive list of all the races we go to. And tonight we're here with the 72 machine, I think it is. Here tonight, I just have to confirm that. Yes, the 76 McLaren M23D is the car tonight. Very nice nimble car though, it is indeed, as we're waiting for Jimbo Manzi now to cross the line. What can he do this time and improve? A 140.2 improve, 1.5, sorry, improved really nicely there. Very nice lap from him. Is Senna going to improve on his lap? Sensei Martin's here going to improve. Senna now to the line he comes, and across it, a 16. Oh, but then he crashes into the wall. He decides he don't want to do another lap. As you can see, a little bit of debris on the top of the screen there. He has done enough. I think he's done it. I think he's out of the session now. Here he does, as we're done the session now. We have Ryan Van Doom now crosses, improves, but doesn't really get any higher than that lap time there. He doesn't. Anyone else nearly at the end of their laps? Don't think so. Well, actually Lee looks really close to near the end of his lap. Just going to confirm or deny that. Yeah, near the end of his lap Lee is here, as you can see. Let's see what Lee can do then, as he's the next car he'll be to cross the line. As he breaks now into the second, or into the last couple of corners now, Lee does. Wow, a 140.949 improves. There he does. His team's there will be his team. His 4 people who are in the pits, his mechanics, are happy with that. And I'm sure you guys, you will be, because that is a great lap there from Lee. Jimbo Manzi is into the pit lane. DCG though is improved on his last lap. I think he has here, as the checker flag is out on circuit, by the way, as it does wave down on circuit. Here it does. Here goes DCG then across the line. He improves, beats Jimbo Manzia 140.3 compared to a 140.5. Very good lap there. It is there, very good indeed. What is everyone going on with? DCG, highest GP4 runner, of course. Here comes Senna then. No, he pits. He pulls in now and says, I've done enough. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is your qualifying session over. We'll head to somebody on track who's actually about to cross line, is Shadow Britton. And doesn't improve, of course, because you can't. But there we go, on board with Shadow Britton, there we do. But there is your qualifying session over and your practice sessions over as well. Let's head now into the race, but before we do, let's look at the championship stand. Let's look at it here. Class 3 these cars are, by the way. It is Dantan, a 1:38. .926. Bundy second. Linux third. Energy Dan fourth. DCG fifth. Jimbo Manzi sixth. Lee seventh. James eighth. Wamizu in 9th, X-Gamer in 10th, 11th Sonic Hawk, 12th Energy Dan, Shadow Britton for 13th, 14th Pro Oliver, Broomy 15th, Punch 16th, and that is all I got to. I got to Punch in 16th. Fair enough. But yeah, still did a decent lap, didn't come last, so can't be too disappointed with that. As we're waiting now, we've only got about 10, maybe 20 seconds. We've got about a minute, about 40 seconds to wait here, we do. And then we will get into the session, we will indeed here. And we will race this here, we will. It will indeed. Next week will be even more fun. I think it's the 76 next week, I think. Is it next week? Go on, Dan. I don't know which Dan you mean. But you've got Energy Dan, Electro Dan, and Dan Tan. So I think you know which one you mean. I know which one you mean. But good hello, James Hook as well. Good to be here. I think it's Energy Dan or Electro Dan, one of them. Amber Green, and away we go on our formation, ladies and gentlemen. Here we did so. It is, of course, Pro Oliver in 14th, Broomy 15th, 16th Punch, 17th Senna, 18th Ryan Van Doom, and Topics 19th, who is actually in the pit lane because he has not been bothered. Well, he has been bothered, but why did it say he's in the pit lane then when I think he's just coming off the grid? I don't know. Very odd. There is a car going off the grid at the back. Oh, it's Senna, that's why. Okay, it's Senna. So yeah, we've lost Topics, guys. Energy down. I thought it was. Indeed. Yep, go Energy down. A very good race tonight. Hopefully you can do well tonight. Energy down up here in 12th. Yeah, but I thought he would have maybe come back by now, but nope, decided he didn't want to come back then. Did Topics, which is fair enough, of course. Everyone on the dry compound of tyres. 33 laps. That's going to be a kicking for some people in these cars. Some people don't like these cars, so a lot is riding on this here as we're now looking at Bundy in second. Won last week because of a lucky bit of a race it was, really. It was coming into the last couple of minutes. Well, last couple of laps it was, maybe about 4 or 5 laps to go, and Dantan made a mistake and only managed, I think, the top, maybe second or third, or even a bit lower down actually than that. So it was a surprise, and I think Rumi was surprised as well. He got a podium last week. I think he was definitely surprised. So this week, let's see what happens. It could be anyone's game tonight, as we say, as the top lot here head now into the last chicane and about to be picked up by the game they are. Here they now, of course, head into it. Now they get picked up by the game, so the game just after the last chicane says, I will take your car from here, and off they go, then onto the grid they come. all of these cars. So to all of you guys who are here, let us know in the comments your predictions. Of course, we've already know James Hook saying Energy down, his prediction tonight, or just wanting him to do well tonight. Let's see what actually happens tonight with every car, and see who is going to do well. Let us know your predictions in the comments. Pub Quiz, what engine powered this McLaren? I wouldn't say it's a V8, a V engine. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I'm really sorry. I'm stupid. I don't know. Yellow flags are still waving in the background. They're still waving at the front. We now go to 3 red lights. Now 4. Now 5. And our historic championship here at Spain is go, go, go. And away we go here in Spain for this 32-33 lap. And already we have spinner. And that's Ryan Van Doom in the background who spun it. But he now can get back going and heads down to corner 1. Ryan Van Doom does. Now we break into corner 1. We do hear everybody around corner 1 pretty safely, it looks like at the moment. But I don't know in the midfield if there is going to be any battles or anything here. No, everyone looks pretty safe in the background. As there's Ryan Van Doom now breaking into corner 1. He does in the background. You just saw him there. Oh yes, it was the Ford engine. Yes. Didn't know that indeed. Did not know that as we look like we're going to go down the inside. Oh, we have a little touch. And that's Sonic Hawk off the road. Sonic Hawk is off the road. Was it a V6? I know it was a Ford engine, because you just said it was Ford, but we wanted to know, was it V6? Ford V6 engine? I genuinely don't know. But here in the midfield, Brumi has just lost a position to X Gamer, but Brumi now coming back at X Gamer. He is here very nicely, but now X Gamer says no, I'll keep the position, thank you very much. In the midfield here he does, as you can see there. It's nice in a couple of laps time when they're all spread out, so we can actually see some battles going on. Lovely to see it here as we have X Gamer go off the track a tiny bit there, but gets back on now and racing with Senna Martins. He is now, but I don't know what's happened with him. I don't know if Senna's actually got through or not. Or are they still side by side? Nope, they're not still side by. Well, they are still side by side because Senna has now got through past them as Holpunch gets past Pro Oliver here very nicely. Down there in for 13th, but back at the front of the field. It is a 1 second gap that Dantan has, and I think Dantan's put in a bit of practice for tonight. I'm not entirely sure. I think he may have practiced like all day today to get this one going for this one, but if he hasn't practiced at all, Dantan, he's done an absolute brilliant job there. Then he has. As side by side they go in the background, and Lee already up to 5th from Jimbo Manzi there. Very good there indeed. And I look through, Dan's left the station. No. Hopefully he can get an invite back. I think they send normally like 2 or 3 invites out to each person. So hopefully they can work it. But let's go and quickly look at your positions gained. Lee up 2 positions. 3 for Energy Dan. 5. As you can see here for Brumi, 2 for Shallow Britain, 2 for Punch, and 2 for Senna. So very nicely well done indeed for everyone there. We have a spinner in the background. I think we do. Just don't know who that is at the moment. I don't. Oh, it could be Senna actually in the background spinning, wasn't it? Oh, it was Sonic Hawk. NG Dan, if you can get somebody to invite you back, I can't sadly because I'm a commentator. Would love to invite you back, but sadly can't. If somebody can invite you back, that'd be appreciated. As into the wall goes James. Into the wall goes GP2 James, and that is not what we want to say. I think that's James Killer. I don't think that maybe is James Killer there. He's in the wall, James Killer. James GLH is, and that is not good indeed. But he keeps it going now. He does. Oliver makes a little mistake here. He does. Can that catch Senna into the battle here? Here he can. As Romsey here, or Roinsey, whatever you want to call him, he comes across the line and makes the count different here. But what's going to happen here with Holpunch? With Punch, and Punch now going to go down the inside. Is Punch? No, he sides better of it. And Jimbo Manzi here has just been overtaken by DCG in front of him here, but it's a very nice race this is here indeed. It's lovely to see. These aren't quick races, but they are still pretty good races as Lee in front of these two tries to pull away here. The gap Lee has made is not that quick really. As you can see, Pro Oliver just gets past Punch now. He does. A Punch I think has made a mistake, I think. No, Punch hasn't, but he lets Senna through as well. So somebody there, Punch did not do something that Senna could capitalise on. But as you can see, Senna's not producing the best race of his day today. It still says in my screen, Energy Down's racing. Yes, no ghostings. That means that he isn't actually in the session still. As here he goes, does Jimbo Manzi. Gets past DCG here, but what's DCG going to do on Jimbo? Back on Jimbo here. Is he going to get through? No, Jimbo, great move there to get back through on DCG. But DCG has the better run out the corner. And I just think DCG here may seem to look down the inside. No, Jimbo decides to break later and go through and keep it going. But out the races, oh my goodness me, we have a retirement already. And that is Roy Massey. There it is as well. Mandem skids on the stones there and gets back on. And yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, I should be in GP4 racing, but I've just been so busy on Mondays, all the way up to today. I decided not to. But if you ever want me back racing for GP4, I can pop in if you want me to. I'm free on a Monday. I am, but yeah, I've been busy. I have. There's your leader. There's second. There's third. There's Broomy now and Electro Dan. Side by side they go down the straight. Broomy and Electro Dan. What's going to happen here? Broomy's through past Electro Dan. But now it's Shadow Britain going to get past Electro Dan here. I know he's Electro Dan has left a session already, but this is great to see. Just battling with cars. It is. Here he is then as Broomy and Electro Dan. Is Electro Dan actually going to keep the position here, or is he joined back at Electro Dan? No, he hasn't. Electro Dan hasn't joined back. It's a bot here racing, but a very good bot indeed it is, because the GP4 guys are looking good here. They are. To try and get past. If you guys haven't already, please do smash a like and do subscribe if you are new to get us up the subscriptions there. Indeed, it would be appreciated. Oh, as off goes Energy Down and he gets tapped. The bow! Senna has tapped him, and so has Hole Punch. So is Punch. I mean, that is not what you want to see. Indeed, it's not there. Or Adam, if you want to call him that instead. Senna now gets back going with no front wing at all there on one of the sides of his car. You can see it there. He's lost a chunk of his front wing. He may have to pit Senna for a new front wing there. He might. But oh my goodness me, that was a bit of tense battling there. It was in the mid-pack. Where all the battles are really happening they are. But back at the top of the field, we still have a battle here with Bundy. Can he keep Lyronix behind or not? Lyronix really wants to get through. He does here. But I just don't know if Lyronix can get through or not. As Ryan Van Doom now leaves the session, he's crashed out again on the circuit. And has retired that car there. He has. It's annoying that he's crashed again and retired. But here goes Ryonix then. 0.6 behind. Can he get past Bundy? Here, can he? As you can see, the yellow flags are waving at that corner. Nobody else really there near him. As he now leaves the session, and not leaves the session, just left the session. I think he has there, or retired. As he does indeed. As you can see now, Ryonix closing up to Bundy here. He is ever so slightly. But the battle back in the back is between Broomy and Shadow Britain. They've all picked up the pace there and now know how to race these cars, because in qualifying they're probably all twitchy because they're just coming out on fresh tyres, but here they're probably all got grippier tyres and probably know how to race it. It probably will be still hard. If you're all in the comments here saying this, it will be still hard. Okay, I agree, hard to handle then, but a bit easier to handle than qualifying because you came out on brand new tyres, and here you're not on brand new tyres, so maybe the tyres are a bit grippier, but still a lot to handle, as I can imagine. But I don't know, because I'm not racing in these cars right now. Senna in the pit lane, he is here. So Senna's in the pits as your leader of the race, by the way, is, if you really wanted to know, heading into the last complex of corners. As here goes X Gamer on Electro Dan, who's not here anymore. Electro Dan, I think it's just his AI car you're seeing here, and X Gamer side by side and goes through. X Gamer does, as now out the pits comes Senna as into the chicane into the last chicane now go your top three. So there you go, that kind of gives you an idea of where actually they are, the top three, compared to everyone else here. Electro Dan now joins back, so he has joined back. But gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings as he steps straight back to his car, I think. Very well done there, Senna. We do appreciate it, Senna. If you are listening, Senna, thank you very much. There is Lyronix, if that's what you want to call. I think that's what you call him. He's closing to Bundy here, but I don't think he can get as close as he wants to be on Bundy. Pro Oliver though, right on the back of Electro Dan, who give it a minute. There you go, we've just popped back into the car now. Electro Dan is back in the car now as we speak, and he's racing down the straight here. But can Pro Oliver slide past here? Can he? to get through here as he goes now down the inside into corner 1. No, he backs off and does not manage to get through. There he does, and as James and Energy Dan side by side. James is through, or James is through. Very good move indeed, there it is. But yeah, it is. Going to be interesting to see what this race is like. It is, as Senna is last by 36 seconds, but it is after 5 laps. Sorry, Dantan, Bundy, Lyonix, Lee, and Jimbo Manzi are top 5, and 6th here is of course DCG. On board James we go here, who has no battle trying to come from Energy Dan here, trying to close him up. Here he is, and try and catch him out the core. Here he is to get back through. Don't know if he will, but up the top of the field here there's a bit of a battle going on with Lee and Jimbo Manzi. Has said thank you very much to Lee and has got past somewhere down the track. Jimbo Manzi got past Lee, but Lee is closing ever so slightly here on Jimbo Manzi. 0.3 now it is as they break. No, not going to do anything there, he's not. There, as we're looking on board now with Lee, can he seem to get past here? Sorry about this, guys. There we go. I don't know if he will, and I don't know if they'll pit today because it's a 33 lap race, and in F1 terms you can manage on one set of these tyres to get to the end, but it'll be a push, I think, here. And if I may have to pit, I don't know. It's old cars. That's all I can say. Old cars. Here it has, there's a spin in the background. I think that's X-Gamer. Oh my goodness me, he's off. X-Gamer's off the track. He gets back on now and blurts away. Now he goes into corner number 1. Goes your top 3. And I'm just thinking about Lyonix here. They're still close though. I didn't think Lyonix would be that close still at this stage of the race. But Lee's closing a 5-second gap now to DCG, and then the rest are just slowly but surely coming around this circuit very nicely. And the closest battle on circuit is this one. Hole Punch is Punch trying to get past Oliver. Here he is. Okay, so the league requirement is to pit. Okay, well, I didn't know that, but yeah, we will all have to see if they will all pit or not. Like last time, Dantan didn't, or Dantan and Bundy didn't pit till near the end, or as safety car came out, so it could be hard this time to see the gaps and that. But 33 laps of this race should be interesting. I would love to watch. I would love it, right? And I know F1 will never do this, to do like they used to do on F1 2013 or 2014, where they had the old cars on the game, and they then put like 4 or 5 old circuits onto the game, like they put Brands Hatch. They put a circuit. Oh, Ryan Van Dien decides to leave the session. They put Brands Hatch on. They put as side by side they go and punches through. Good move. There he is. Pro Oliver went on the grass a tiny bit and I think let punch through, but I don't know. Yeah, maybe go to Brands Hatch. The one in Portugal they put on. And then you had to buy the rest, I think, on like the store. But I would love to see that again on this game, where you buy some old circuits like Adelaide came back, and a few others. As DCG gets a 3-second time penalty here. He does, for multiple warnings. Here, I would love to see that, of course, like an Adelaide back on this game or something, because it would be amazing racing. It would there indeed. So there you go, then we're back. Sorry about that, I just knocked my headphones out of my controller there for a second. But it is a hole punch getting a 1.5 second gap now over him. But the closest battle on circuit is Jimbo Manzi and Lee. Lee somehow has got back through on Jimbo. And I think Jimbo now really wants to get back through on Lee here. But they're lurking around quite nicely actually. We'll put the telemetry on because we're allowed to show you it. Because we don't have ERS or anything like that in these cars. Or DRS. Well, DRS wouldn't matter, but ERS we don't have in these cars. We can show you the timing, of course, of the what they've got here is Jimbo now right on the back of Lee. He is here down this long straight here now. He is fixed the gear stick a little bit there, or the gear, gear stick there. He does. Can he get through? No, he can't. But he's really close to the back of Lee now. He looks like Lee now, and I just don't know if he can get past here. Are they going side by side? Are they? Nearly went side by side, I thought there, but they didn't. And yeah, if you are wanting to pit, I would say maybe like 20 pit. I would say, as there was looking like a yellow flag out there, but it was just the two cars going quite close together on circuit. There it was, but here they come then to the line, and across the line they come now, and start their 10th lap now. But I think Jimbo is close enough here maybe to try and look down into corner 1 and find an overtake on Kingston. No, he's too far back that time there. But every so often, Jimbo Manzi is closing. Jimbo is, and that's Jimmy. He is there closing, and I just don't think Jimbo is looking good. But Lee, absolutely brilliant. So P4, as always, is showing you what he can do. He wasn't expecting last week. I don't think a P3 or high up position last week. Lee wasn't, and he did it last week, so he can do it this week. Even if these cars are bad, it doesn't really surprise me that these guys are doing badly. But let's go to X Gamer, and right at the back here, there's a battle for X Gamer here as he goes now. Can he get past Shadow Hawk here? Can he? Shadow Hawk, Sonic Hawk, sorry, and he gets past Sonic Hawk very nicely indeed. There he does. Gets past. There he does. As I think we have a battle in front here as well between Pro Oliver and Energy Dan. And Pro Oliver makes a mistake, and Energy Dan sweeps through and says thank you very much for the position. There they do. As what can Sonic Hawk do here? Nothing really. As now crossing the line comes Senna, and your leader enters the last corner now. So that is how far away your leader is compared to Senna, showing you that the leader knows how to race these cars. All you need to do really, if you really do want to improve racing in any sort of car, I say this now because I now do it, and I think it really does help, and I know everyone's taught to do this, is just before the race, maybe spend about half an hour or an hour doing laps around the circuit you're doing that day, and it will just make you practice. And that's what I do now, and it really works. I'm in the league on a Tuesday night now because you can't go out your house, you can't do unessential things now. But I'm very good in that league now. I'm 5th in the championship out of 10 of us, out of 15 out of 16 of us. So it's very good championship. There it is. But enough about that, the better. But yeah, Jimbo's still closing in on Lee. He's still not there. Into the Rosberg and Hamilton crash corner. They go. Through it now they go. But yeah, it's lovely to see it here tonight. Lovely to be part of this nice circuit, really. It's great. It's been brilliant, I would say, as they head down now. Jimbo, is he going to close? Well, he's closed that gap to 0.4, so maybe here he goes. No, he looked. You saw that later, Jim. He looked like, well, I'm going to try and get through. No, can't. Now down the long straight he comes. Made a little wobble there. He did. It's a little bit hard these cars to control, of course. And he heads down there. As now Senna out the last corner he comes. Down to the line comes Senna. Cross it now. Sensei Martins comes. And the leader out the last corner now and heading to the line he is now. 1.2 seconds ahead of Bundy, who is now heading out the last corner and crosses now. So there you go. This is your leader, look. You can see there, and that little car in front of you, just got your view just about 2 seconds ago. That is Senna. So it's not that bad really. But here goes this battle then, GCG and Brumi. Is Brumi going to make it through, or GCG going to win this GP4 battle, I think it is, today? It may be the case. But it's a coming of age thing, I think this is. very nicely indeed here. But let's see what happens now. It's coming to get grips with the car. That's what I'm trying to say. Here it is. There's a Sector 2 spinner. Don't know who that is at the moment. Is it Sonic? No. But the Sector 2, we did have a Sector 2 yellow flag. Couldn't tell you why though. It's put away now as Lee and Jimbo are still battling. So they'll be battling all race probably, and Lee will say at the end how great the battle was. Indeed. Well, it was Senna. It was Senna. Senna has made a mistake on the straight. He has here. He now has let all the lap cars through. He may even retire Senna from this. I doubt Senna will retire, but you never know with Senna. But the gap between Jimbo and your leader here, Lee, I mean, is close than it was before. Oh, it's gone back up to 0.7 now, but it was 0.4 a second ago, and it's the closest it has been, as you probably want to know. Wait until you've done all the old 80s cars and go into the 90s and early 2000s. You'll be quicker because they're brilliant cars, they are. So yeah, just to say that there was the leader now out, but crosses the line, now does second, now does third. Fourth and fifth about to cross the line now. They are. With Senna just a bit ahead of them. Brumi actually is close right to the back now of DCG as they head out of the last corner. Now they do, and now head to the line. So it's very nice indeed. Let's see who's going to actually get the run here down the straight. Is it going to be DCG or is it going to be Brumi who gets the run? Looks like it could be Brumi, just set a quicker lap that time than he has previously. As here he goes then, does Brumi. What's Brumi going to do? Nothing. He decides to not even go for the dive. Oh, they look like they're so close then to do. They know Brumi there. Is he trying? Well, he could try down this tiny straight. If you've ever played Project Cars, they have this circuit and they have the small circuit, which is literally just... Literally all it is this little straight here into this corner, around here. If you've never played Project Cars, this is down as James is in the pit lane, by the way, so he's doing his mandatory pit stop down to this corner here. You turn here, and then you go down like there. I think it is. You turn there and then go back up to the corner again. Very nice indeed. It is. It's only like a very short circuit. I think it's like a 5. I think the maximum you can do. I think it's like a maximum like you can do on the game was like 70 cars. Like I think it was 20 cars. So very nice indeed it was. But Brumi not close enough this time to get through. As X Gamer now is just literally as we speak got through past Pro Oliver. Very nicely indeed. A downtown in the pit lane to set a new fastest lap goes Bundy. There he does, as Downtown and Leonix are in the pit lane. Leonix in the pit lane to do a quick pit stop. Wow, that was amazing from the team. That was 3 to 4 seconds there, very nice indeed. There's a few cars now cross the line, as that's Jimbo, Manzi, it is, and Lee. Lee now in P2, Jimbo in P4. Here they are. Hello to everyone in the chat who was typing in. Yeah, Senna over a minute behind the leader. If you want to actually know exactly how much he's behind, he's a lap down. He is here. Nearly a lap down is James, Sonic Hawk, X Gamer and Pro Oliver. Because he's been lapped, it doesn't tell me how long he's been down for, but... James in the chat says Team Bundy, indeed. If you can see this here, if you guys know the championship order, Bundy's P1. You probably don't, but Bundy's P1. I think that may be who I think it is, Senna. It probably was Senna made the mistake there. He probably has let a few more cars through, but Bundy is P1. Here he is, and let's see what his lap time is going to be this time. A 1:41.2. Maybe Bundy just needs to pit. Bundy, I think, has a gap of 19 seconds. Maybe has a pit stop gap. I don't know. I'm doing fine, thank you, mate. Yeah, I'm doing fine. As Lee And Jimbo come in the pit lane. Lee out first. What about Jimbo? Is he going to come out in front of Lee? Nope. Just behind. And into the pits now comes Electro down. Yeah, I'm doing fine, everybody. If you didn't, I'm doing fine. Thank you, everybody. Good to see all of you in the chat. Indeed, it is. Here was in now. He comes. James Brady. Yep, nice to see James in that. But yeah, out he comes now, and Energy Down now comes in. And his team are right near the end of the pit lane. Here they are. This is the torture for him, probably. Yeah, out he comes. That was a good about 13, 14 seconds there. But how you doing, James, yourself? How you doing? Hopefully you're fine, mate. Senna is so far down here, mate. What I say to Senna is if he does want to just stop and commentate with me, he can do. But Bundy's in. Bundy's in with 18 seconds. 18 seconds he had a gap, though, so I do think he may come out back in P2. Out goes Bundy there, very quick pit stop that was there indeed. What about Leonix? Leonix is coming out for, oh, he's not done it. Bundy's not got past Leonix. The undercut worked. Well done to Dantan. The undercut worked. Absolutely brilliant there. Yes, I am indeed on my commentary by myself tonight. So yeah, it is indeed. So if anybody wants to, and you know this channel, of course you do, of course, let Lee or somebody know before, like on the day, on this Friday, every Friday. I think it's every Friday now, so I'll tell you what it is very quickly. It is 27th of March, so it's the 3rd of April today, then it's the 10th, 17th, 24th of April. So it's every Friday until the 24th of July, this championship here. And Codemasters, by the way, if you didn't know, have announced that they're going to bring out F1 2020 on schedule. So the second week of June or third week of June, they're going to bring out the game. So just beware of that. But I don't know how we're going to get it if we're all in quarantine still. So, but yeah, I'm all by myself commentating. If you want to commentate, guys, let Lee or anyone who's a admin here at Speed Force Racing, let them know, and you can commentate on a Friday night, because I'm always free, so I thought why not, as DCG and has got Shadow Britain right behind him now. Can Shadow Britain make his way past or get through? I like doing it on my own, and what I'm basically trying to say is I like doing it on my own, but I like doing it with other people as well. So, as you know, I don't know who that is off. It may be Senna off the circuit. Oh, sorry guys. What's happened here? What's happened here? So I did not know what happened there. Yes, it was Senna off. I think Senna maybe just letting all the cars through. Maybe retiring a second Senna, but I don't know. But let's see what Sonic... DCG or Shadow Britain. Who's going to get in the pit lane first? Shadow Britain in first. That's a good one for Shadow Britain then. But here goes DCG then. Well, not DCG, Brumi. Has made it past just out in front of them. Very nice indeed there for Brumi and Electro down there. No, thank you very much there, James. Thank you very much. But yeah, if anyone does want to commentate with me on a Friday, then just let people know, and you can do, of course. Of course you can. But yeah, very nice indeed there. Electro down into close battle with Brumi, I think it is, at the moment. 6 seconds the gap between Leonix and Dantan at the front. Unbelievable that gap is. Unbelievable. That is a massive gap at the front there. That is. Oh my goodness me. It's a massive gap there. It is. You can see now what it is now. But the Bundy's still close. Still 1 second behind. So. Oh, Shadow Britain has left the session. That is not good indeed. Was that a 140 point something for your leader there? Yes. A 140.1 there for the leader there, so not bad at all. As yes, everybody who's watching, please do, if you are new, smash like and subscribe if you are new, and smash like as well, because that would be appreciated. But as we are saying here, into the pit lane comes Punch, comes Adam. His team are waiting in the pit lane. They are for him to come in. They're a bit further down the pit lane than some. The Shadow Britain now joins back the session and loses like one position. Shadow Britain does. So isn't too bad there, Shadow Britain, really. What am I doing? I don't know. Sonic Hawk now comes into the pit lane. But there's a lock up there for Pro Oliver. Don't know if that's going to close anything up there. Maybe just... Oh, Senna going slowly. He's now lapped by everyone, is he? Yep. No, nearly. Nearly lapped by everyone, Senna is. I think he's coming into the pits to retire, Senna, so... If he is coming to retire, he's done a curious thing and come into the pit lane. If he's coming in to just change his tyres, then fair play. Second and third now are close together. Wow, second and third are close together now. This could be interesting, but Pro Oliver there may have made a mistake. I think he has. He's punted into the wall nearly. He reverses onto the track now. Is he going to make it stick? He is. Leader is in the corner just before that. And now he gets going. Now Pro Oliver does his wheels away, and off he goes. But there is the battle now. Bundy right behind Lyonix here, and really Mike Bundy wants to get through now. He will in. Oh, well, that's a shame. If the session actually doesn't exist still, then I just got an error. Then I do apologise. If the session, I bet you they're all still racing, of course, but yeah, they're probably all still racing. I just got an error saying that I couldn't join the session because it didn't exist. So I don't know really what happened there. If this drawing doesn't allow me to join, right, we'll just spectate and pop back in. But it was looking like Mike Bundy there was so close to get back through. Will he make it through? Let's know if you think he did, because he probably did, you know. But yeah, I just can't believe that I left the session. Please wait. They're waiting. There was an error apparently, but Bundy didn't get through, so there was some kind of a thing that happened there. That meant Bundy didn't go through then. That's kind of interesting for him to say there it is. There you go with your people, where your position to gains in that. He's lost 2 tenths, Bundy has. He was 0.4 behind, so he's lost 2 tenths on that this little lap there he has. 20 out of 23 we are now, as we are, of course, heading around here. Love to see everybody in the comments drop their thoughts and predictions. It's great to see it. And great to see everybody here having a good time watching this. It's not a classic race, of course, because it is. Here was Energy Dan now has left the session, so it's just not me then. It's not just me then. But Broomy now coming out last corner with Jimbo Manzi, I think, just come out as well. As everyone now we have to wait till everyone crosses the line pretty much, and then we get lap time told. Hole punch now to the line. Crosses. James Z. Very nice. And the rest, we'll leave the rest to cross as well, we will. Here, but still, look at this. They're side by side now. Man, he's done it. A great move there. It is from Bundy. Absolutely brilliant indeed it is there. They're still close together, but could not see anything there. You can't. There as Senna now retired on the session. Oh no, some problem there. Yep, sector 3, you can see it there on the screen. He smacked it there, he has. And that is not good there for Senna. Has Sonic Hawk just been overtaken by Pro Oliver? We will be, give us a couple of minutes, and we'll Senna having the party. We will hope, well, we might have Senna in the party. Just give us a minute, we might have Senna in the party. Don't you worry, guys. Yes, I know. Thank you to everyone who's saying I'm doing a good commentary on my own. Thank you very much. It does mean a lot. But yeah, as Bundy now, what's he got on the locker? Can he close that 8-second gap? Down. Sorry about that, guys. I just had to do something again. Or will Lee close that gap up to them as James and Punch are going to go together, and Punch has gone through because James has spun it. Oh no, that is not where James wanted to spin it at all. There, it's not, and he's done it again. He has their Shadow Britain now is here. DCG and Broomy having a nice battle, of course. They are. Maybe we have. Can you invite me to a party in the chat? It's not because. Okay, whatever you said there. Okay, I don't need to know, do I? Okay, but anyway, back we go to the race then. Sorry, but guys, I just need to give me 2 seconds. My phone's about to die, so I'll be back talking to you in a second. But the gap we have the closest is Jimbo, Manzi and Lee, so I'll stick with you for that for the next 40 seconds. And if you want to, Senna, you can join, by the way, and talk and com if you want for the last like 10 laps. Here we are then, back we are then with this race. Hello, we gave you a little bit of time there, we gave you half a lap as Lee just nearly got punted in the back there by Jimbo Manzi, and I don't think... And of course, I don't think that's a good thing there for Jimbo to do. Senna says probably nah, I'll leave it. No, sorry, but fair enough. If you think it's just get too much tonight, that's fine. But yeah, it was. Oh my goodness, DCG's out of the race. DCG is now out, and we have a safety car for the first time today. 4 double waved yellows all the way around the circuit. They've got the SC board out and the yellow flag waving all the way around the circuit. This will close the gap up at the front of the field dramatically. Here it will. The safety car, I don't think even is popped out yet because the top 3. I think I've already crossed the line, so you've got to wait now for another nearly a whole lap here, you probably do, to see this. As Energy Dan, Electro Dan, sorry, and Broomy, and so does Shadow Britain all decide to get some fresh set of tyres on. But what happened to DCG, we will never know because we weren't there when it happened. But he crashed out somewhere in end of Sector 2, early Sector 3, and that called the safety car out for the first period today. So we will have for you We'll have you an 8-lap sprint after the safety car. We'll give you an 8-lap sprint race. We will here. Sometimes if you watch any races in England or in the world and they do just club racing, that could be their entire race, 8 laps. But in F1 terms, 8 laps is too short of an F1 race, of course it is. But what an absolutely amazing race it turned out to be here. As we're now waiting for Dantan to come in. Bundy has whole points leave the session now and decides he's not had enough, or maybe he just left the session, is just losing connection, I don't know. Bundy's now in the pits, and so is second. I don't know about Lee if he's coming in. But the safety car here is still on circuit waiting for a few cars. Here it is. Shadow Brit now has left the session. So I don't know if that's a bit of technical issues or what. Very nice for Bundy. There it is. As the leader now is, of course, Dantan. He's going to slow down really slow. So I think he may let Sonic Hawk get away from the safety car here. Or, yeah, get away from the safety car here, as you can see. Yep, and now the safety car picks up a bit of speed and lets you get Dantan now behind it. As there goes the cars now trying to catch up with the field. They will now. As Jimbo Manzi retires from the session, has maybe smacked it into the wall. I have no idea where Jimbo Manzi retired. In the pit lane, I think. But it may just be a drive-through penalty for Lee, speeding onto the safety car. Oh my! That's not good there. That's not. But yeah, poor old Jimbo Manzi was doing alright. So there is something there still between you two. As you can see now, Electro Dam on board with, trying to close back up. They are here as Shadow Britain, I think, is trying to join back as well. If he hasn't joined back yet, he's probably trying to. James now up to 9th, and everyone else now joining. Yep, Shadow Britain now joins back. So 13 races we've got racing. That means Jimbo Manzi, Ramsey, Ryan Van Doom, Senna and DCG are out of this Grand Prix. Here they are with 24 laps completed out of 33, and it is Dantan in the lead from Bundy, from Lyonix, from Lee, Energy Dan, Broomy, Shadow Britain and Holpunch are your cars in the top lot. As Lee now comes into pit lane. Don't know if he's doing this drive-through penalty or just coming in for a pit stop. Probably just a pit stop, you know, in Lee. Now out he comes, as Broomy is nowhere near the end of his lap here, so Shadow Britain's left again, so there's some internet problems with Shadow Britain's car, or with Shadow Britain I mean, here. Pulled off the circuit now is everyone else. Here, we're not going to get a Sawyer podium tonight. I've got to go straight after the race. I have to do something which I haven't done yet today. I know we're in quarantine and all like that. I have something I've got to do for a certain time, so you know. Yeah, we're just going to wait for that. Other than that, we should be all back to normal and should have post-race interviews next week. Actually, we can maybe get one in. We'll maybe get one driver and we'll see if Dantan or Bundy wants to join. We'll see if Dantan or Bundy want to join. But if they both want to join, then we'll get both of them in and we'll talk to them. I've only got literally a couple of minutes after the race, but we'll try and get them in, of course. We will. As only top 3 behind the safety car. 4th is closing, but not by much though. 5th nowhere near. 6th nowhere near. 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th and 13th nowhere near. So we'll probably be under safety car for a couple of laps now. We will have to wait till most of the field are behind us. Safety car, or in the same kind of sector anyway as safety car here, as you can still hear the yellow flags are out and all like that. But we'll be back with you very, very shortly. So there you go then, guys. Safety car is now about to be heading into the pit lane in about 34 seconds, in a couple of seconds time. As it says it's in this lap, it will be. So when does Dantan decide to go? I think you would probably want to go just after the chicane and get a good sweeping corner exit. I would anyway if I was a driver there. The only driver here who needs to be concerned about this is Lee. He has 2 laps to come into the pits whenever he wants and take his drive-through leaders, and that will cost him a lot of time, I know, but Lee won't really mind, will he? And we're now green again. Out of the last corner they come, and across the line they come now. We're green on this circuit now. We are 7 laps. Sorry, 8 laps. Just 8. Here they are. Lee now has Electro down right behind him. Can he seem to get past him? Can he? Lee still has a drive-through penalty lead, so if you don't take it in these next 3 laps, you'll be getting a penalty, which is a disqualification, which is very tough on you, Lee. You don't deserve it. Oh, Energy Dan's kept to save a slide there. He did. As Broomy now keeping the distance now, trying ever so hard there to see if Energy Dan can get actually past Electro Dan, so he can actually get past there. As now there's 3 cross the line, and they now can officially start their lap to the green flag now being put away, and we are now racing at the start line and around the circuit now for this generation of 8 lap sprint. This has really turned out to be, but what Bundy's got is to close that gap in. It was 0.4 when the safety car came in, and it's now 0.8. It's got it by 4/10. As Broomy now side by side with Electro Dan, and he's got him. Past Electro Dan goes Broomy. I wasn't expecting that one, but he has done. Shadow Britain leads again, so I don't know why, but he does. Lee makes a little mistake and now comes into the pit lane. Lee now does, as Broomy and Electro Dan go past. So will Shadow Britain, and so will Hole Punch, and so will James and probably X Gamer, and that'll be it. But Lee here just doing his drive-through penalty on his second lap of the chance of him to do it. If he doesn't cross, if he crossed the line this time and then didn't come in the next lap, he would have been penalised. As there goes Lee through the pits and out, and he's just in front of X Gamer. He will come out just the front of X Gamer, or just behind X Gamer here, which he won't really mind, but he will mind at the same time that he has to come out just behind him. But the battle with Broomy. Can he get past Energy Dan, Electro Dan here, and try and get into the podium in this one here? I don't think he will, because that's too far away. I think it is here. It is here, but Hole Punch, but Punch has just got past Shadow Britain, but Shadow Britain was fighting back a little bit there. He was. Don't know if Shadow Britain will fight back, because I don't know if he's in that car or not. I don't think he is, of course, but he might be. You never know. As Lee now right behind X Gamer now. He needs a couple of points leaders, because he did get some points last time, but he would like to continually get points, not just one. I think that's what Lee's saying to us here. But let's see if he does. Shadow Britain now finally says, I'll join back and race the last couple of laps there as your leader. Heads into the last corner now. He does. And around it he will go any second now with your leader. And of course he will get where he needs to be. Shadow Britain now gets back through past Hole Punch because he's back in. Lee gets past X Gamer, and here comes your leader now. Out the last corner he comes and starts. 5 to go. He does now very nicely indeed as he flies across now. Now the rest of them do. They do there. As you can see in the background there, the battle between Broomy and James is closing. There it is. So what is going to happen, we do not know, but James TLH, who used to be, I think, James Killer, I think, did a very good job here, of getting this race actually sewn up and see if he can do this. It is really hard, though, to do these cars, and so to cred to all of these who are doing really well, to still race at this stage in the race is amazing to see. I wouldn't be able to. I'll be crashed out like probably Rami, Ryan Van Doon, Senna, DCG or something like that would do, but you never know. As James really twitching the car, but he's so close now. He's 0.6 behind, so closing up close. He is here, and I just think he can be passionate about it and get where he needs to be. As here they come then down the straight, just in front of mid-electro Dan, who brakes now and heads out the straight. But here he goes to James. Will he try late braking? No, he won't indeed. He might try it down the proper start line straight then. Will be his next option, I think, of progress here. Onboard return for just a couple of seconds on one of our only onboard cameras we have this race. Yeah, I really didn't know why they did that in the olden days. They used to get this like massive box and stick it right on the side of the car. It was like a massive box, maybe a box that was it was massive. If you know, I don't know. The same size as the PS4 controller, like wide the camera was, and the height was probably about a 30cm ruler high, and then the camera was just inside that. It's crazy, I know, but it really was. As James tries it, he hits the grass, so no. Brumi says no. You touched the grass there, mate. I'm going to keep that position for now. You can get it back on the next straight if you want down this little one, but I'm still going to keep the position there. Very nicely indeed. There he is. 4 to go now. We do. And it is pretty much wrapped up as Dantan's win. Bundy second and Leonix third. Very nice race for them. And what we're going to do here is just probably get Bundy in the party and have a chat with him, and maybe Dantan in as well. There we might, but very interesting it is indeed. It will be, as here they come then out of the corner, and they've got 2 corners to go now, they have, and then the big straight which I talked about, which here they go then. They have the last corner now to curtail, and then we'll see if James can actually close the gap up and maybe try and get past here or not. He makes a terrible exit there because it wobbles the car. The car wobbles there because of how just not good they are. Like, not the driver, just how not good these cars are. They're very hard to control, and I'm just going to say that now. I don't believe he will get through. James won't pass there, but Shadow Britain now trying to close the gap up on them. He is here as the leader of the race. Out the last corner he comes. Across the line now he comes. A 1:39.4. Quickest lap of the race there, and we start 3 to go now. We do, as they cross the line now, do the top 4. They have the top 4. But here goes Brumi. What's Brumi going to do here then as he goes down now? Here he does Brumi. Brumi now, what's he going to do? So what's James going to do? Down the inside, and he's done it. Good move there from James TLH on Brumi. There it is. Very good move there it is indeed. There it is. And I think Lee made a mistake there because he crosses the line now. He does, and oh no, Pro Oliver made the mistake. Pro Oliver made the mistake, and Pro Oliver now is carrying on. Now he is. I thought I saw a yellow flag out, but it's Pro Oliver who made the mistake, because there is a battle now for last between Energy Dan and Sonic Hawk. It doesn't matter where you are in the race, you still have battles galore, which is lovely, and that's why I like Speed Force Racing, of course. That's why everyone likes it, of course they do. This is, I would say, Speed Force Racing is one below esports. It goes, I think, Speed Force Racing, and then I probably think it would go AOR, then I probably think it would go F1. So, yeah, very nice indeed it is there, I think. Here indeed it is, but the leader here is now going to go down the back straight any second, and he's, well, going to nearly finish the lap off here and get into his penultimate lap of the race anytime soon he will. But what is Brumi going to do here past to James? Is he going to fight, or is he just going to say, nah, James, you can have a position, I'll leave it? Why did I just say that? Because you know Brumi, if you know Brumi, ladies and gentlemen, he won't. As they start the penultimate lap of the race now, boards are out for all of them here at the pit wall, the top 5. As it's another fast lap of 13.94. What's Brumi though going to do as they head out of the last corner? Is he going to do what James did down the start line straight? He looks close though, he does here to get past James. Let's see what Brumi does. The speed on Brumi here is quick, fantastic and amazing. As here goes Brumi then across the line now, he does here. Brumi now, what's he going to do to James? He looks close enough on the camera there, but I don't think he is close enough. No, he's not. He's just a couple of attempts off being close enough. There he is. But Brumi, wow, my goodness, how not close he was there. Shadow Britain has got 7th, Hole Punch 8th, Lee, oh, they're battling a little bit here, they are into the last little bit here. Who's going to get it? Is it going to be him? It is. Energy Dan gets back through past Sonic Hawk, very nice move indeed there, and I think that might be it for them, because about to head on to the straight here before their corners. go, your leaders, and they have 1.5 laps now does your leader to go, and he will be crowned your 2020 your F1 2019 historic champion here in Spain, for Spain, not for the actual championship, just the Spanish Grand Prix champion. He will be called Dantan, and he's racing an absolute spectacular race. He did the same. Oh, he's made a tiny mistake that has cost him a little bit of time there. He was 2.6. It's now 2.4 the gap. But here he comes then. Dantan does out of the last corner now, and at the line there is a white flag waving, and he crosses and receives that white flag. It's not a white and black flag. It's a white flag by itself. Not a white and checkered actually flag. It's not a checkered flag. It was just a white flag there saying last lap now we're on. There's Energy Dan now out the last corner. Is going to see that as well. He is. There it is on the wall waving. And same for James. And same for Brumi. And in a second will be same for Shadow Britton, who just set a quicker lap that time for him, a 1:41.0. As Lee gets a penalty there for cutting a little bit of a corner. Don't know why he could have cornered there, Lee. But apparently he did, just get a little bit of a penalty as he bumps over the curb there and flies away. Oh, he makes a tiny mistake again there, leaders. Is he in the gravel? No, he's not indeed. Hello to everyone who is watching. Comment your drive of the day, please, in the comments, or your driver of the race in the comments anyway. I won't call it drive of the day because that's just not... I know that's what it is, but drive of the race we'll call it for now. Please. Here then, let me just look at the comments quickly for what we've got then. Anyone actually comment? Okay, so we as a community have said it. As here he comes then though, what a race he has. I think I might give it to drive today to Dantan. Here he comes across the line and wins the race. Dantan does. Second is Bundy. Third is Leonix. Fourth will be a brilliant fourth for Electro Dan. James in fifth just from Brumi. It has been amazing for them to see that there it has. Only just getting in front of Brumi there. It will be indeed. Shadow Britton has to get drive today, apparently from the chat. I really don't know why, but he does. I would have given it to Brumi because of where he started and finished. You've got to give credit to Brumi there for that. As here comes X Gamer out of the last corner and across the line. X Gamer will be happy with that. Lee will be happy, I think, with 10th, but not happy with 10th. Indeed, he won't. But let's see if he actually gets 10th or gets 9th. He gets 9th, Lee, so well done, Lee. There, Pro Oliver now waiting for him. We are to cross the line to complete this race off. Here he will. 34 seconds he is behind Lee, and of course he was 35 now. It's gone up to, and very just disappointing there. But I would give it to, of course, Brumi. But if the chat agree with each other, then we've got to give it to Sonic Hawk indeed. So Shadow Britton, well done. You get the drive of the day. As here he comes, then does Pro Oliver. Sonic Hawk gets 12th, and 13th will get Energy Dan. That's an unclassified result, by the way. So Energy Dan now crosses the line and gets 13th. Indeed, he does. There. So well done to everybody there in the chat for that race. And thank you everybody in the race as well for making it such an enjoyable race and me commentating and only yawning once because I'm not tired. I'm just a little bit tired. What? Did I get a penalty? Yes, you did. I don't know why, but you did. Did you get a penalty? Actually, let me just check. As there was your podium for you, the champagne sprayed there, as I get my 2,500 points, as always. We may do it then. Dan wins. Second was Bundy. Third was Lyonix. Fourth was James. Fifth was Electro Dan. Sixth was Brumi. Seventh was Shadow Britton. 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th and 13th all got penalties, so they were Hole Punch, Lee, Gamer, X Gamer, Pro Oliver, Sonic Hawk and of course Energy Dan. Jimbo Manzi DCG, Sensei Martins, sorry, Ryan Van Doom and Romsey all crashed out of the race there. They did. No, you didn't get a penalty, mate. It may have said on your screen you got a penalty, but on the stream, mate, it did not say you got a penalty. So indeed, well done, mate, for that. Yeah, we'll add quickly Dantan and Bundy into the party and just ask how they thought their races went there in that one. So Dantan and Bundy, if we can find M Bundy on my friends list, I definitely have him as a friend. M Bundy. Ooh, no, I don't. M Bundy. I don't have M Bundy as a friend apparently. Well. I have Dantan. What about M underscore, is it Bundy? Underscore Bundy. Let me just... Oh, I got disconnected from the station. Well, that just tells you how bad my connection is tonight. Right, let me invite some people to the party and we maybe get a driver of the day, a driver chat. I don't think we will, but let's see if we do. We'll add Dantan and one last guy very quickly. Sorry about this, guys, if you're really wanting to see this. There we go. Just in case they want to join, they can do. We'll go to the classic cars. We'll pick the car we're in. We're in this car here today. We were, as you can see, very tricky car to race in. It looked like for everybody saying in the chat and that. Even if we weren't, of course, going to get any drivers in, we're going to still look at the car. Very good race today, Ernst. We do have Bundy here in the chat. So so hello.
Hello.
Yeah, how did you think that went then?
Yeah, I got a good start, and then sort of settled in to the race. I had VRT behind me pretty much the whole race, just literally on my rear wing. And then I don't know what happened to Dan, but he lost like a bunch of time just before he pitted, so I was right behind him. And then I pitted the lap after, but whoever my teammate in the game obviously pitted just before me, so I got held in the pits for like 7 seconds. So then
that's not good there.
No, but then after that, yeah, Dan was going to win anyway. I think he had the pace all race, so
yeah. Because a lot of people in the chat were saying these cars are a lot to handle. Did you find that how tricky they were?
It was that car was easier to handle than the car last week. The car last week was absolutely terrible. This one wasn't too bad. It was only really the long corners, so like turn 3 and the fast right-hander in the middle sector. That was about it. Everywhere else, it was pretty good.
Yeah, because quite a few people were saying that last week was better than this week, so I was just checking. And then were you surprised with the decision safety car?
What caused the safety car? I didn't see anyone retire, so I guess someone crashed.
It was were you surprised with all of you? Were you planning, to go into the pit lane on that safety car then?
Oh, as soon as the safety car came out, I knew I had a gap. Me and VRT had a gap behind us of a pit stop worth, so we both we both pitted, and then I wasn't sure if Dan pitted, so I just pitted just to cover in case I got overtaken by someone from behind with fresher tyres.
Yeah, because the safety car came out because of DCG crashing. So.
Alright. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was because of DCG crashing. But yeah. But well done again for coming second. Did VRT make it really hard for you in this race?
It was within probably I think a second, 2 seconds, pretty much the whole race. I mean, I caught him. It's quite difficult to overtake with these cars, even if you're right behind, because obviously no DRS or no ERS. It's all about the slipstream and getting a good exit. So the one opportunity I got, I just had to go for it. So yeah, it was certainly an interesting race. It was quite an intense race because I knew one mistake and VRT would get in front of me. So
yeah, and then are you looking forward to next week, which of course is France and the 1978 Lotus 79.
I've not really driven the car, so I don't really know. The track is just a car park, so it should be fairly easy not to crash there. So yeah.
Yeah, I like France. I think it's a very good circuit. Do you like France?
It's a right track. I'm not really too fond of the first sector, but yeah, the last sector will be interesting. These old cars with the long corners.
Yeah. So just to show everyone, we probably do already know, but on stream, this is the car that we're racing next week. It looks a lot different to the cars we have now seen. It looks more, I would say, it looks more like the 1982 McLaren kind of car. Because you look at this week's and it's got like a higher top, and then it goes like the same level top as the whip back as the wing, and it's not next week's. So I bet you it's a lot different than next week's car. To everyone, just to say, it is the Lotus, of course, which was Marco Andretti and Rumi Peterson's car, and then you have the engine is a Ford Cosworth V8 engine for everybody to know. But yeah, thanks for joining again, Mike Bundy.
Right, anytime.
That's all right. And there we go then. That was your Classic Championship race number 2 done. Next week we are in France, of course, in the car I just showed you, the Lotus, and then the week after in the 78 Ferrari at Italy. So hopefully you do join us for both of them again, and I probably will be commentating on both of them again. And of course the proper championship starts on Monday again, so join us for them as well. But yeah, I've been Cadwell and I've been your commentator for tonight, and that was Speed Force Racing's historic championship round number 2. So from all of us, goodbye and see you next time. Goodbye.